AI just replaced an entire sales team at this company, and the results were terrifying. They went from 12 sales reps to zero in 3 months. But you know what's crazy? Their revenue actually went up by 40%. And they took their entire sales team out and replaced them with AI because the AI agents can handle complex negotiations, emails, all kinds of stuff. Now, look, here's the thing. The AI doesn't get tired, doesn't take sick days, it doesn't go off. It can handle 50 conversations when most sales reps can barely handle 10 calls a day. But that's not the scariest part, my man. Listen to this. The scariest part is how fast this is spreading. Three major companies have just announced similar moves just this week, and one insurance company replaced 200 sales reps, should I say, with a software company. Now that's interesting. Well, look, here's the thing. I'm not saying this to scare you. I'm not saying this to basically tell you don't be in sales anymore. Why am I telling you this? I'm telling you that the ones who are going to thrive are the ones who learn to work with AI, because AI still cannot replace human engagement and human interaction. Your prospects, interestingly enough, are now tuning out from AI because they don't want to speak with AI anymore. What used to be something that is of obviously like benefit to people because it was convenient, I can go 24 hours and just chat to this bot online, is now changed to I want to talk to a human being. I don't know if you've experienced that. I know I have. Just recently, I've been having issues with a delivery of mine that hasn't showed up. And my team has been desperately trying to find out where this delivery's gone. I even went online and I can't get through to a freaking human. Even when I dial the phone to this company, it's being picked up by an automated robot. I can't even get through to a human because the robot can't actually solve my problem. And as a result of that, I've gone off this company. I don't ever want to use them again. Is this making sense? So why am I telling you this? Because there's a gap in the market right now for you, my friend, to level up your sales skills so you become irreplaceable, okay? Now look, my name's Jason James. Over the last 10 years, I've taken what I used to do in psychiatric nursing and applied it right here into sales. There's not one person that knows what I know when it comes to influence and selling to people, because they used to call me the patient whisperer. I was that guy who used to get a phone call to come and convince the patient who was hearing voices of people trying to harm them and not listening to the nurses to take their medication. Now imagine that. Speaking to someone who's got schizophrenia, who's hearing a voice telling you that this person's going to hurt them. At the same time, they're hearing your voice trying to get them to take their medication. And I won that conversation by helping them to buy into the treatment plan. And I took the exact same influence principles and I put them right here into sales, which allowed me to do over 22 million in sales. And my clients have generated over 200 million doing the exact same things that I teach inside of my Invisible Sales Academy. And I want you to start learning this stuff. And that's why I've dedicated this YouTube channel to sharing this stuff openly, in the hope that you get more sales through the door and eventually think about coming to work with me, okay? So look, let's talk about this for a second. How do you level up your sales skills? How do you get better at selling so that your boss doesn't want to replace you? How do you get better at selling so that you are not out of a sales job? How do you do that? It's very, very simple. You become a person of influence, someone who's in high demand, someone who's got a high income skill, because good just doesn't cut it anymore. AI is able to do that. Look how many sales reps they're replacing already. What your employer is looking for, or what anyone's looking for when it comes to a closer or a salesperson, is someone who can close consistently, take in large sums of money, and do it in record time. And the only way you can do that, the ones who are doing this right now are like some of my clients who basically learn two things. Number one, human psychology, and number two, how to have conversations. They ditch the freaking scripts. They're moving away from robot land and going back to good old-fashioned human behavior. Because I don't know about you, even down to WhatsApping someone, because some people, sometimes you don't even need to get on the phone. I don't know about you, sometimes I'm quite happy WhatsApping, sending voice notes, all that kind of stuff. I can't have the level of conversation I want to have with an automated AI bot as I can with a human being. But here's what's interesting. Most human beings are becoming de-skilled because they're relying on AI too much. They're relying on robots to communicate for them. They're relying on spell checks to correct their grammar. They're relying on so much tech right now that they are actually becoming de-skilled. We're not using parts of the brain that we've always used for millions and millions of years. So think about it right now. The ones that are actually coming through, sales reps who are smashing it right now, are people who understand human behavior, have got good characteristics, and are able to actually converse with people. I mean, you've only got to go and look at society these days, and most people can't even communicate. Have you ever been in a restaurant recently? Have you seen some of the waiters and the waitresses, how they communicate? Have you seen how customer service is literally on the floor? Most hotels, they don't even know how to talk to you right now. It is worrying. However, where there's bad, there's also good, because it's creating this void in the marketplace where everyone was pro AI before and, oh my God, this is going to revolutionize my business because I've got AI installed on my website and I don't need my sales team anymore. And I got AI data that can ring people and blah, 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 blah. This is going to revolutionize my business. Yeah, okay, it did for a little while. And I predict that it's going to go downhill very, very soon. Let me explain why. Because people are getting pissed off with AI and robots picking up their calls. They're getting pissed off with a freaking robot calling them. They're getting pissed off with having to chat to a robot online and when they want to speak to a human being. And that's where you come in, my friends. However, you can't be good. You gotta be great. And if you're great at communicating, if you're great at understanding human behavior, then you are gonna thrive in sales. Not only are you gonna close more deals and make a shit ton of money, you're also going to be irreplaceable. So why am I telling you this? Because in this day and age, you don't actually need to learn very much to get great. See, historically, you'd have to study on a 12-month mentoring program. You'd have to attend lots of live training days just to get better at understanding human behavior. But then that wasn't your only problem. Now you need to get better at being a conversationalist. How do I have better conversations with people without following a script? That was another 12 months of your time taken out. Well, look, inside of my Invisible Sales Academy, we do it in a matter of days with some of our clients. You know, look, I work with people for a minimum of 3 months. Why? Because I think that's a great time to get some phenomenal results. However, a lot of my clients go from just starting to making some serious bank within the same day. Just like my clients who go out there and listen to my sales calls and listen to our role plays and listen to my direct messaging and tell them to say this instead. Just like the ones who do that, they go off and smash it. Just one of my clients went off and smashed it and did £30,000 in 6 days just by doing what I told him to do. You don't get that from 12 months of freaking masterminding. No, you get that from instant implementation. And that's what I'm trying to say to you guys. I've figured out exactly how to accelerate your progress when it comes to understanding human behavior and having better conversations with people by ditching the freaking script. It's basically you speaking to people without needing a script. And by the time you're done with them, by using my 7-step framework, which is just 7 words, so much easier to memorize, right? Memorize 7 words or memorize a script? 7 words. Just by using those 7 words, you'll be able to guide someone to the point where they actually close themselves. And that's why I call it the Invisible Sales Method. And I'd love to mentor you on this. And the best thing that you can do right now is get curious, because you're in sales. And if you're in sales, I'm guessing you would like people to get curious about your product or service. So I'm asking you to get curious about mine right now. I know I can help you. I don't think. I know I can. And when I give you the Invisible Sales Method, you'll be ethically outselling your competition, feeling on freaking cloud nine, and they won't even know what the hell is going on. So imagine right now being the absolute freaking dog's bollocks when it comes to sales. You walk through the door and everybody wants to gravitate towards you because you are the person who closes consistently. Not only is your status going up, but your bank balance is going up too. You're starting to feel untouchable. And why do I want you to feel like that? Because most people, when it comes to sales, it's Groundhog Day every single day. They're picking up the phone, hoping someone picks up. They're not getting the results, so their boss is going to replace them with somebody else or AI or whatever it is. And I want you to feel untouchable. Because when you feel untouchable, what does that do for you? You show up in the world with a completely different mindset. You know you are valuable and you know you are worthy. And the best thing you can do right now is master that in a few weeks. You don't need months and years for this stuff. In a few weeks, you can be having great conversations with people using a simple method. Anyone can do this. Even if you're freaking new to sales, you could do this. Having better conversations with people, because I'm going to teach you how to understand human beings better than most psychologists do. And I want to give you my secrets. So if you're interested in that, comment sales down below or click on the link somewhere around this video and apply to have a quick conversation with me or one of my team. It's just a quick chat. We don't pitch on these calls. We just want to get to know you and find out where you're at and where you want to be. And off the back of that, we'll see if we can help you or not. If we don't, look, no harm. It's all good, okay? So I hope you got value from this video. Comment sales down below if you want to work with me. And look, if you haven't done so already, make sure you hit subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave us a comment down below, share this video with someone that you care about, because as you probably noticed, I'm trying to grow this channel. and it will break through at some point. But right now, the only thing I'm going to do is keep on showing up. I want to keep on putting content out like this because I really want to transform sales. I want people to change the world with sales, because sales saves lives, and I want you to start selling more of what you do and make a hell of a lot more money. So if you enjoyed the video, like it, subscribe it, hit that notification bell, and I will see you on the next video.